A great morning experience. And yes, when we talk about the morning, we talk about Eagle's morning rise. Okay, I don't have the voice for that. I know some people who can actually mimic animals. They can sound any type of animal. And here I was trying to sound like a cock crowing. Just to remind you that is the morning already in case you didn't know and you're still sleeping. But anyways though, let's get into what it seems or it's gonna feel like today. From now till 12 o'clock hour, yes, we'll be looking into quite a number of segments though. And in this hour, of course, just after the Eagles news splash that came to you at exactly 6:45 up until the 7 o'clock hour, yeah, we will be looking into the front page of newspaper. I call it the newspaper review segment. All right, that's what we call it together. But yeah, as an Eagle, it means that you've got to soar. So we'll be soaring together and nobody will be left behind. That's right. That's a promise. I will not let you leave you behind. We will soar together and we will get to the promised land together, because the promised land is here, is now, as you're listening on this dial. All right, and that takes us to the 8 o'clock hour with Alan Smith, Sports on Eagles Wings. 9 o'clock, I'll be making a return leg, a comeback, however you like to put it, but I'll be sitting right here as we go talking politics and current affairs, and that will lead us to the 10 o'clock hour, and we will just give you some great information for the 10 o'clock hour, and at exactly 10:20, 10:25, we will be here again to talk the general open banter. Yes. And that takes us into the 11 o'clock hour when we will indeed give you some great tunes and prep you up for today in 60 seconds. There are things going on. Have I greeted you in the way that I know how to just yet? Okay, I'll start by saying, I miss you in my language. That's what it is. And yep, we go to Agife, we go to Nindeve, we go to Emmanuel. That's right, and I bring to you a Nakwana Otutuama, and I bring to you a Nakwana Otutuama Ekaro. And in the language you and I totally understand, it will be Una, good morning. Slap your son a high five right now. Give your daughter a standing by you as you stand by me, right? Now, today is a very special day, right? It has two commemorations. Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations called today the World Pulses Day, right? 10th February, World Pulses Day. That's what it is. Why a World Pulses Day? Why? I mean, building on the success of the International Year of Pulses, that is the IYP in 2016 implemented by the FAO, and recognizing the potential of pulses to further achieve the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, the United Nations General Assembly designed 10 February as World Pulses Day. So the celebration presents a very unique opportunity to raise public awareness about pulses and the fundamental role they play in the transformation to more efficient, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable agri-food systems for better production, better nutrition, a better environment, and a better life, leaving no one behind. All right, so with the help of governments now, the private sector members and partner organizations, the public and youth, FAO works to facilitate the observance of the International Day and supports the production and consumption of pulses as part of sustainable food systems and health diets. All right? Okay, so pulses of the world, modesty, from modesty to excellence. That is what it is, World Pulses Day. Now, you're asking a question, UD, what is pulses? You've been talking pulses, right? Pulses are the edible seeds of leguminous plants cultivated for both food and feed. Now, beans, yes, fasulous and vigna, right? Chickpeas and peas are the most well-known, commonly consumed types of pulses, but there are also several varieties from around the world though, all with great benefits for food security, nutrition, health, climate change, and biodiversity. So when you hear pulses now, you already know what it seems like. Beans is one of it. Groundnuts, yes, peas, all the peas that is all part of it. The green beans, all of those in that category at least. If they come in pods, they gotta be they mostly likely got to be pulses. Yeah. Now, I told you it doubles as 2 days, as 2 commemorations, I beg your pardon. International Day of the Arabian Leopard is another day for today. All right. And yes, to raise awareness about the Arabian leopard, the United Nations General Assembly also proclaimed February 10 as the International Day of the Arabian Leopard in Resolution 77295. So the Arabian leopard, Panthera pardus nimr, is a critical endangered leopard subspecies that inhabits the Arabian Peninsula. Now, it is one of the smallest leopard subspecies with an average weight of 30 to 40 kg for males and 25 to 35 kg for females. Now, its fur is pale and buff-colored with rosettes that are small and closely spaced. That is it. All right. So let's try and keep the subspecies of leopards. Let's try and see that they leave. I think that's what the UN is doing right there with that one. But yeah, let's jump into some things that you ought to know this morning already and dive into it already. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has met with Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, and some leaders from the state in Aso Rock. Sources said that the embattled Governor Fubara followed Wike to his house in Guzape, Abuja after the meeting. Is this going to be a lasting peace now? Okay. Vice President Kashim Shettima on Monday urged governors of the 36 states, ministers, and other public officials to pursue an inclusive economic growth model that filters down to the everyday Nigerian lives, warning that government's mission would remain incomplete if progress does not translate into dignity, opportunity, and hope for citizens across the country. Now, you should also know that the Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal has upheld the suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, ruling that the Nigerian Senate acted within its constitutional and procedural powers. Now, the appellate court, in a unanimous judgment delivered on Monday by a 3-member panel, dismissed Akpoti-Uduaghan's appeal, challenging her suspension. All right, now, presidential candidate of Labour Party in 2023 election and one of the presidential hopefuls in the 2027 election, Peter Obi, on Monday declared that Nigerians would no longer entertain glitches in the next general election. All right, Obi spoke on Monday yesterday when he led his supporters and other civil society organizations to the National Assembly to demand the passage of real-time transmission of election results. You see that now? The Senate yesterday said it is not opposed to the public criticism and peaceful protest over its handling of the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, assuring Nigerians that the controversy surrounding the removal of the phrase real time from provisions on electronic transmission of election results will be addressed at an emergency plenary sitting today. So they're going to be reconvening today, and hopefully they should be able to fix what was broken. All right, now the National Agency for Drug and Food Administration Control, NAFDAC, on Monday uncovered what it described as one of the worst counterfeit medicine operations in recent years, seizing over 10 million doses of fake and banned drugs hidden inside warehouses in Lagos State. They call it the Death Warehouse. Right. Can you beat that? 10 million doses of fake and banned drugs hidden inside warehouses. So it's not just one warehouse, there's quite a number of warehouses. So they becomes warehouses, right? You can understand how that could be indeed a death message to whoever takes it in, hoping that he or she, or him or her, or he or she is going to get better. It's really sad. That is in Lagos State. But I can tell you something, I kid you not. We've got warehouses like this in the other states of the Federation. You gotta look and find. But I'm hoping that having discovered these, they should be able to capture one or two, and those should give them intel as to where the location of other warehouses, death warehouses, are. So there is fear and mourning in Otonkon district of Ado local government area of Benue State after 9 worshippers were abducted from St. John's Catholic Church, or GJ, during a vigil in the early hours of Sunday. So the Benue Church victims, mostly women and youths, were reportedly taken about 2 a.m. while praying inside the church. Okay, you shut up. Now, let's go to this one here. The Naira on Monday appreciated to 1,440 Naira to $1 in the parallel market from 1,450 Naira to $1 last weekend. Likewise, the Naira appreciated to 1,354 Naira to $1 in the Nigerian foreign exchange market, NFM. Away from that now, the United States Department of Homeland Security has announced plans to deport an additional 18 Nigerians listed on its worst of the worst criminal register, bringing the total number of Nigerians scheduled for removal to 97. Now, the development comes barely 1 week after reports of 79 Nigerians convicted of various offenses and marked for deportation. They are brothers and sisters, however you want to see it. The worst of the worst. They'll come back to us. I hope we have the stomach to embrace them when they do come. But I see this one here. 7 construction workers abducted from Kwara State government road project have regained their freedom after weeks in captivity. The workers were kidnapped on December 15, 2025, while working on the Sabaja Owa Onire Road in Ising local government area, an incident that triggered widespread concern among residents and the victims' families. Awful sad. But now, let's get you with the front page of Nigerian newspapers this morning. So I see a couple of dailies, and I'm sure they see me too. I see the Vanguard newspaper and a host of others. It's going to be a smart conversation now, so stay with me. But just above the Vanguard newspaper banner now, CBN NCC proposed 30 minutes timeline for refund on failed airtime data purchases. What number can we find that? I think page 19, if I'm not mistaken. But I see this one on page 6. Very sad one. 9 worshippers abducted during night vigil, come on, in Benue Catholic Church. 9 worshippers abducted during vigil in Benue Catholic Church. All right, that is what that one is saying, and you should find that one on what page now? That will be page 6. All right, let's got one right to it now. Midnight abductions spark protest in Kaduna's Millennium City. Page 32 is also holding that one right there, so you go see that double barrel headline just atop the Vanguard newspaper banner. Now I'm seeing this one: banditry, terrorism are economic hindrances we must overcome. Mr. President is saying, Mr. President, this goes beyond just mere words and rhetorics. We've heard that enough. All right, we want to see headlines that say banditry, terrorism, though economic hindrances, is being overcome. Yeah, that would make sense. But anyways, Mr. President says banditry, terrorism are economic hindrances we must overcome. And you would find that one on page 9. -1 from 9, you get 8. U.S. intervention in Nigeria, a blessing. Remi Tinubu is saying that right there, page 8. Now, some of you will read that, you'll hear that, and you will think, you'll not see beyond what it says. I mean, for a first lady, a first lady who has been going about doing good things, Remi Tinubu, to say U.S. intervention in Nigeria is a blessing. It's a blessing. Okay. I'll leave it there. Could it be that there are things she knows that we don't know? Okay, I'll leave it there though. Page 5 now. Electoral Act. This is the big story now on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Electoral Act. Senate open to criticism, will resolve issue today. So on Electoral Act, the Senate is saying we are open to criticism and we will resolve the issue today. Today will not pass us by. Senate spokesman is saying that one now. It's got a couple of riders to it now. Protests rocks National Assembly over e-transmission of results. Obi joins protest, says Nigerians don't want glitch again. Right? NGE, Agbakoba, Ame, MCE, Fix Politics, others speak. CSOs demand real-time results downloadable voters cards. Oh, right. Look at that now. Look at the protesters at the National Assembly. I mean, you should get on to YouTube channel, the new YouTube channel that we are hosting right there, and see the television that we are putting out there for you free of charge. And it is Eagles TV Abuja. Eagles TV Abuja. Get on there and let us know that you came, you saw, and you're soaring with us. How do you do that? Hit the bell button, subscribe to the channel. And you can also like the TV. Y'all what? Like it. That's how we know you came. All right. So get on there at Eagles TV Abuja on YouTube. It is a channel, so subscribe to it. And on Facebook and every other social media platform, as you know it, it is at Eagles FM Abuja. At Eagles FM Abuja. Do the same thing and let your legacy and mark be felt and seen. Right now, this one here, Sanwo-Olu flags off Health Safety Initiative for 10,000 Lagos drivers, page 15. I see this one on page 7, and it sees me too. Children chant, "Our communities are home," as Lagos lawmakers visit Makoko. All right. And this one here says Nigeria will continue borrowing to fund 25.91 trillion naira budget deficit. All right. Senate is saying our borrowing is not stopping yet. We will keep on borrowing until, well, we're borrowing to fund 25.91 trillion naira budget deficit. All right, Senate is saying as National Assembly vows not to approve further budget rollovers, subsidies. Page 40, Scott, that one. Rivers crisis now. Rivers crisis. This one is the kicker right there with the Vanguard newspaper, and it says Fubara Wike meets Tinubu in Abuja. All right, page 14 to another. Okay, -1 from 14, you get 13. Suspension is the kicker. Appeal court dismisses Natasha's case, says Senate acted within its powers. All right, now I take you to page 48 now. Is the last one that I'll be bringing to you, and it is on sports. Why it's difficult for new players to break into Super Eagles. Shell is saying that. Right, now we go away from that. We bring you the Guardian newspaper. In case you're just tuning in for the first time, this is Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show, and it is right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. All right, building a flyover bridge above the big story, an overhead bridge above the big story. You would find this one on page 3. Fresh borrowings loom as 2026 budget faces 25.27 trillion naira deficit. All right, page 3. And I take you to another page 3 now. Tinubu wades into Fubara Wike rift again. All right, GDP figures no longer enough to measure progress, says Shatima, and that is found on what page now? To another page 3. So page 3 is looking popular with the Guardian newspaper. Now to the big story. Fresh killings, abductions, heightened security fears amid drone attacks. Fresh killings, abductions, heightened security fears amid drone attacks. Page 6. Got that story there. And we go to yet another day. Okay, no, we were still with the Guardian newspaper. Let's go to another headline now. This one on page 6. It says Senate to harmonize Electoral Act today amid protest over real-time transmission. All right, Senate to harmonize Electoral Act today amid protests over real-time transmission. Page 8. And I take you to page 5 now. And this one says National Assembly, NERC seek judiciary's aid for grid power sector stability. All right, and let's see, this is page 23. Yes, page 23 now. Residents protest as terrorists abduct 7 in Kaduna. The residents are protesting now. We are not safe. We are not safe. What is going on here? Night abductions. And they are protesting in Kaduna. 7 has been abducted. 7 have been abducted again. Oh, it seems like it's a free field party for these terrorists now. Kwara, Kaduna, Kogi. What is it about these states though? KKK. All right. Now, anyways, that is what it is. Residents have now taken to the streets protesting. But we see this one here, and this is on what page now? So Nigeria's internet speed slips, ranks 85th globally. All right, page what now? Page what? Page 15. Okay. And at the very base of the Guardian newspaper now, you see this one. Cross River magistrates begin indefinite strike over poor welfare. Can you beat that? That should be on page 29 of the Guardian newspaper. And away from the Guardian now, I bring you the Nation newspaper. The big story on the front page, it says, Tinubu, we will defeat this unacceptable terrorism banditry. We will defeat this unacceptable terrorism banditry. Okay, let's go one right to it though. States councils to play big role in renewed hope National Development Plan 2026 to 2030. Now that's what we're going to be talking about at the 9 o'clock hour this morning. So you best want to keep your ears open and stick to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Now, sustaining the domestic consensus and intergovernmental cooperation is vital to achieving our long-term economic ambitions, Mr. President, saying that already. Now, I see this one protesting obedience. Supporters demand real-time results, transmission, page 5. And just above the Nation newspaper, I'm talking the heights, the peak, the apogee, the top of it, the zenith of it. Now, you would find this one here, and it is on page 6 of the Nation newspaper. New pay for varsity teachers takes off in line with New Deal, I see. Okay, page 4 now. U.S. intervention in Nigeria insecurity, a blessing, says First Lady. U.S. intervention in Nigeria insecurity, a blessing. She didn't say a blessing in disguise. She said it's a blessing, actually. A frontal blessing. Well, the First Lady says that on page 4 atop the Nation newspaper today. Cardoso is the kicker here. Foreign reserves now 49 billion US dollars. Cardoso saying foreign reserves now 49 billion US dollars. Page 4. To page 6, still atop, appeal court affirms Senate's power to suspend Natasha. Okay. DHQ activates Operation Savannah Shield in Kwara. So GOC on operational assessment visit. Okay, I see that story is continued on page 2 of the Nation newspaper this morning. All right, and let's see what else does the Nation newspaper have in store. NAFDAC seizes fake malaria drugs worth 3 billion naira. Can you beat that? Fake malaria drugs worth 3 billion naira. Oh God, good Lord. But anyways, at the very base now on page 4, add one to that one now. You'd see this one here. Fubara may submit commissioners list following Aso Villa talks. Page 4. It's got that story. All right, now let's get to Nigerian Tribune newspaper. The big story at the chest region of the Nigeria Tribune newspaper banner now. Electoral Acts. Obi CSOs, that's civil society organizations, others protest at National Assembly, page 3 and page 25 respectively, is holding that story down. And it's got a couple of writers to it though. Demand real-time transmission of election results. 360 days notice of election. Okay, this one here says to extend protest to 36 state houses of assembly. SMBLF, NGE, Agbakuba, Utomi, Baraje, Flay Senate. All eyes on Senate as lawmakers reconvene plenary. All right, pages 3 and 25 respectively. It's got that one. Oyo Princess seek court order to restrict Alafin from public engagement. Page 28. To page 4 now. We are determined to win war against terrorism, Tinubu tells governors. All right, federal government begins implementation of 40% pay agreement with ASU, orders compliance. All right, page 27 has got that. Appeal court upholds Natasha's suspension, says Senate acted within its powers. Page 25 has got that one. Dermatologists warn of rising complications from skin bleaching, cites cancer, organ damage risks. Dermatologists warn of rising complications from skin bleaching, and they are citing cancer, organ damage risks. All right, page 2. It's got that. Why do people even bleach their skin? Is it for beauty, for pleasure? Or because they're under pressure? You never know. That might just be the 10 o'clock conversation though. But yeah, that is that for that, and we leave the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. All right, let's see how we can bring in the Punch newspaper just before I get to hear from you loudly and clearly in the arena of the pages where you like to call the newspaper review segment of the Morning Rise. All right, the big story now, the chest region of the Punch newspaper. Senate reconvenes today as Electoral Act triggers uproar. 3 riders to it. Obi joins National Assembly protesters. Kuka demands review. Anger mounts over controversial amendment. Akpabio leads tense emergency session. All right. President vows to replace open grazing with ranching reforms. Page 7 has got that one. And this one here is saying again, U.S. to deport 18 Nigerians on criminal list. They call them the worst of the worst. So the U.S. is saying these ones are the worst of the worst. Well, you can understand now. Pages 4 and 5 has got that story. CBN, NCC propose instant refunds for failed airtime data. Okay, it's about that time. Page 25. Over 75 million Nigerians face retirement without pensions. PENCOM is seeing that on page 24. And let's go just to the side of the Punch newspaper now. You see this one, banditry crisis. Federal government rejects Northern governor's call to suspend mining. Page 2 has got that one. And an editorial here, Kwara massacre, save Southwest, launch major military campaign in Kwara and Niger. All right, save Southwest, launch major military campaign in Kwara, Niger. All right, that story or that editorial is continued on page 19 of the Punch newspaper this morning. All right, we'll go on a timeout now. We'll come back with a time in. When we do come back, it's just going to be your voice heard loudly and clearly. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Your number one radio experience you can count on. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Hello, my dear people of Nigeria. Hello, my dear people of Africa. You want to work inside health sector? Abi you wan follow collect training? Make you follow become certified nursing assistant, medical assistant or caregiver? If your answer na yes, then make you care register for Push Africa 1-year diploma for certificate nursing assistant training wey dey happen for African University College of Science and Technology wey dey for Abuja. Yes now, dem wash hand well design this training for people wey no get work alias unemployed graduate, O-level, ordinary diploma graduate or anybody where a mind touch ground to work as support worker inside the healthcare sector. No waste time o. For more tori, make you log on to www.pushafrica.org or make you WhatsApp 080-339-42015 or 080-550-45801. For registration, make you go collect your application form for our partner radio station or make you visit the reception for African University of Science and Technology, Abuja.
Power Homes and Shelters Limited, a real estate company. We be Baba for properties. Our properties not your best.
Please listen to this important infomercial. It's Powell's time on radio. Abuja. Powell Homes and Shelters Limited has come with a vision of transforming housing through innovation, style and integrity. At Powell Homes and Shelters Limited, we deliver affordable luxury, comfort and reliability in real estate. We offer genuine lands, elegant homes, modern designs and flexible payment plans to make your dream home a reality. Visit us today and experience excellence you can trust. Our address is number 52, Suez Crescent, Abacha Estate, Wuse Zone 4, Abuja. You can call us on telephone number 081-510-20000 or 080-925-70000. The number to call us once again is 081-510-20000 or 080-926-70000. Now let's hear what your sister and veteran Nollywood actress Patience Ozoko Mama G has to say about this company.
My people, my name is Patience Ozokwo, popularly known as Mama G. G for General. Do you want to buy genuine lands and other properties and need a brand you can trust? Think Powell Home and Shelters Limited. With a reputation built on honesty and reliability, we ensure your investment is secured. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing personalized service tailored to your needs. Join countless of satisfied customers who have found their dream properties with us. For inquiries, please call 0815 102 0000 or 0809 257 0000. We can get you property from any part of Nigeria. Think real estate, think Powell.
Thank you, Mama G, for that wonderful talk. Remember, our office is at number 52, Swiss Crescent, Abacha Estate, Wuse, Zone 4, Abuja. We also have branches in Enugu, Owerri, Oka, and Asaba, and Nairobi. Think real estate, think Powell.
Powell Homes and Shelters Limited, a real estate company. We be Baba for properties. Our properties not sure best. Invest your money, create a better future. A real estate company. We be Baba for properties. Real estate. Our properties not sure best.
Powell Homes and Shelters Limited, a real estate company. We be Baba for property. Our priority is to satisfy our client to the best.
Right, welcome back, and it's time to get to hear from you loudly and clearly. This is the page, as you call it, the newspaper review segment of the Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show. Let's go hear from Abdul this morning. Hello, Abdul.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning
Abdul
to you.
Calling from Suleja, Niger State.
That's right.
Yudi, thank you very much for giving us opportunity to talk on this beautiful radio.
Appreciate it.
My greetings go to the listeners and callers, especially my friend Salasi.
Awesome.
Yudi,
yes.
Abduction.
That's right.
We are getting tired of this thing in this country. The government should do something. In fact, I watched one video you did. So in fact, if you see the way they are dealing with these people they adopt, using guns, hitting them, look at the way blood is coming out, you did. I don't know what to do. Please, the federal government should do something about the insecurity. It's getting too much in this country. Please, the federal government. You did. I want to make point of order.
Okay.
You see, in Delta State, I read one news. I'm very surprised. I want to use this opportunity to tell people, if you are living in a community that somebody is violent, maybe domestic violence, maybe he's taking alcohol, and you are looking at him and you know him, please report him to the authority. Look at this man, the way he stabbed his own son, 23-year-old boy, to death. Just because the boy rent an apartment for his mother because of the domestic violence in their house, that the father normally beats the mother. Now the boy rent a house for his mother separately.
Okay,
and
Abdul.
The man stab the man.
Yeah.
You see?
So
I please, they should be reporting all these things to the authorities.
All right.
Thank you very much. God bless Eagle FM. God bless Nigeria. And bye.
Thank you. All right. Bye, Abdul. Abdul right there giving a point of order. Is that not insane? Is it not insane? Look, you're experiencing that. Domestic violence has gotten that serious. Please leave. Run away. Save your life first. Hello. Good morning.
Yes, so that
good morning. Yes, Monsieur Apostle.
My greetings.
Yeah. Apostle
My name is Apostle Osolife. I'm speaking from Apoda.
Talk to us. Go ahead.
In the place in name where I come from, they do say in an adage that wash a pig, bath a pig and wash a pig. The pig remains a pig. This reviewing of how to grazing a cow, we should learn from those America, the Holland, who have been the highest producer of milk and whatever, how they used to do their own. This thing has been causing more life in this country. Allowing those people taking cow here and there, or you call it ranches or whatever, it cannot help the situation. The only way is that anybody that wants to do that business should get a place and keep them, and it will go a long way. More time without number, fighting with the farmers, and the life will be lost. Please let them learn from America. Let them learn from Holland.
Okay.
Another thing I want to say is that this this protest they are protesting, let Fabio do something because of tomorrow. If we get a good leader, a leader that know that is occupying that position with the mandate of people, you will see like this insecurity that are biting us. You will see that the leader will resign because if he cannot help the situation, he will resign. But once they know that they are there without the mandate of people with a crook prepared result, they will be there eating their money. And then that time I know, Obadio tell us that let them be protesting, let them be enjoying, let them be praying in their accounts. It's not helping the situation. Thank you.
Appreciate.
My brother, you can talk to your brother. It's your brother from Africa. May God bless this country, Nigeria.
Right.
I remain Apostle Osolas, aka Wokenenwe. God bless you.
Right. Bless you more, though. All right. I'm not going to take it the wrong way, what you said. But, it's part of what is killing us in this country, though. The whole idea of, he's your brother. He's from your place. He's from your... I'm not saying I'm not hurt, Apostle. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. He's my brother. Yeah. Yes, that's right. As well as you are my brother. Everybody is our brother and our sister. He's not the first. I'm not saying that he's got the best, judgment. But when somebody also does rightly at some point, let's also say, hey, you did well. That's my point. Okay, but anyways, what is wrong, and it must be addressed. That's the point. Okay, now, I see a couple of messages via the Facebook page wall. I see you, Samuel. Samuel, my brother, is saying, well done, my brother. Omagudwak Daniel. Well done, my brother Samuel. It says, is watching live from Kuje. Peace. Okay, Samuel. Thank you. Far too kind. I see you, Suleiman. That Fulani, the only original Fulani man, he likes to say, from National Assembly headquarters, but right now in Bauchi State. All right? It says, watching you live, a radio bulldozer from Gamo, Toro local government, Bauchi State. Thank you, far too kind of Suleiman. He says, please, Mr. UD, keep up the good work, thank you. Gaskia, Mr. UD, Wallahi, Nigerians, wahala, don't tire me. Sometimes I wonder what the kind of country that we are living every day by day. You hear of adoption of innocent people, killing of innocent people. For how long are we going to continue like this, Mr. UD? Trust me. Do I know? I don't think I have the answers, but 2027 is going to be a game changer if you and I make it so. All right, it goes on to saying, Haba Jama'a, my people, he says, please, my regards to my Mr. Salasi Triple D and all the listener to Eagles FM Abuja from Suleiman. Suleiman, thank you. Far too kind. Some strong questions you've asked right there. Dr. Mrs. Ma Olibara from Owerri. A nation is deemed to have failed when good programs no longer work, where morality and leadership is scarce, and that leadership does not positively touch on or inspire the lad, and they remain insensitive to their yearnings and aspirations. The whole essence of our being is to serve God and humanity and quit this world better than we met it, living behind a good name, honor, and enviable records. May God help us. All right, Dr. Mrs. Ma Olebara, going all prophetic now. But anyways, though, that is some strong statements too. I'll just take the call and let's see how we take it from here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mr.
Yes,
Yudi,
good morning to you.
How are you?
I'm fine, my brother. I'm fine. How you doing?
Yes, I'm fine. Abubakar, only for two
all right, Abubakar, welcome. Abubakar, talk to us, man.
Yes, Mr. Yudi, we are kidnapping in a church in Benue State. Are also kidnapping in Kaduna State. I think, yes, politicians, they are taking protest to National Assembly for a natural act. Do you see the type of people we have in this country? Because of their personal interest, they want to come into power. What are they coming to do? Are they coming because of interest to protect the national property or to protect the interest of our nation? Former Senate President also spoke on this issue. He was there as a Senate President. I wouldn't mind what people will say. He was there as a Senate President, as a leader. He have everything. He have what it takes to amend to this electoral act to implement it. Now, if speaking to Akpabio, for Akpabio to do the right thing, a leader who cannot perform his primary function when he was a leader, if he doesn't have what it takes to react to another person. That is how it is.
Okay.
He was there. He was protecting his personal interest and protecting the interest of his party, PDP. We know. And he should also know that Akpabio is also belongs to a political party that he cannot act on his own. Politicians are not there for us in this country. They are there for their personal interest. I just want them to know. Even Peter Obi, where was Peter Obi when he was the governor of Anambra State? He should have also take this protest to National Assembly to amend our electoral act. Where was he when he was the governor of Anambra State?
So
Akpabio was the Senate president.
Abubakar, you're talking about Ahmad Lawan, yeah? The former Senate.
No. Peter Obi. I'm talking about Peter Obi when he was the governor of Anambra State. He should have take this protest to National Assembly.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So amend it.
For want of time.
The national transmission result, I support it.
All right,
our politicians cannot do it. They are there for their personal interest.
Okay, thank you, Abubakar, for that one, though. It's because of time, so we can also get to hear from other family members. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Eugene.
Good morning to you, Turkin B, my brother.
The voice of the one crying in the wilderness.
Appreciate
Turkin B.
Awesome.
National State.
Awesome. Talk
yes,
to
I
us.
want to quickly take a point of order. Yesterday, some family members pointed to the fact that if sit at home have come to an end in Anambra State, and they commanded the governor, sit at home, maybe it has come to an end on paper, or maybe on air. But sit at home yesterday, I have a sister who stays there. It was fully observed, and I've sent you the pictures. Sit at home, all of us were not happy with it, but it's not something that will end the way Soludo wanted it to end, like a dictator. It is something you must engage the people. It is something you will dialogue, with the people. And the commissioner of police, he was addressing the masses, and he said something. He said he will violate the fundamental human rights of the people, living there. That he cannot go in their houses and tell them to come out on Monday. If they wish to come out, he will only provide what is required for them to come out in terms of
security. Okay.
So sit at home has not come to an end, to put it on a clear note. It has not come to an end in that state.
So Turkin, sorry.
Yes.
You're saying that even with Kanu's directive to the IPOB saying, okay, stop sit at home, it has not still stopped, and it cannot just stop like that.
No. This is something that cannot stop in 1 week, or 1 day.
It takes a process.
It will take
time. Okay, I get it. All right.
It will take a gradual process.
Let's get to the other thoughts.
And lastly, UD.
Yeah.
The insecurity in our country is out of hand, and I'm expecting that by now, the governor, the president, those who are in charge of leadership, those who are in authority, they should be having sleepless nights. But it's like that's not the case. They are busy preparing for 2007. It's unfortunate. Our people are dying every day in the hands of criminals, and those criminals are heartless. Please, I'm calling on the authority to begin to see those criminals as enemies. If we continue to see them as brothers, it will continue on. Let the authorities see them as enemies and treat them as enemies of Nigeria. Thank you.
Appreciate Turkin B for that one, though. Let's get to hear from Saminu right now. Hello, Saminu.
My brother.
Good morning.
The man with the golden ray. Very good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I'm to Samuel from Lifecar.
Talk to
in
us.
Agadia.
Yo, Bagadia. Go ahead.
My one with regard to Salasi, BB, and my senior brother, Elder Onoja. Yes, the last caller has spoken about the sit-at-home issue. I spoke to a friend of mine from his Nasaba. He said it was fully observed.
Fully?
All shops were closed, honestly speaking.
Fully?
It was fully observed that all shops were closed. I wish I had recorded my conversation with him, you would have had it. And the Peter will be coming out to protest. It's a good thing. But what has he done about this sit-at-home issue? He has never spoken anything about it. Is that the kind of person that wants to be the president of this country? He should call his people to order and do the right thing. And the electronic transfer. If 117 million Nigerians are connected to server, JAM results, WAEC results are transmitted electronically. Why can't my vote be transmitted from the polling booth to the server? To me, they are playing on our intelligence. That's why I look at it.
Right.
And then how long shall we continue to borrow? For goodness sake. If they really want to do anything about money flowing, let the leaders of this country to be honest and sincere. Fight the corruption and money that has been looted out of this country and those within the country. It will go a long way in solving most of our problems.
Right.
Nobody's talking about fighting corruption. Nobody. And on the issue of finally on the issue of kidnapping, I've already said to the people I don't believe in negotiation with bandits.
Right.
Look at what's happening in Kaduna State again. Finally, my brother, please, Nigerians, those who be driving using cell phone here and there, please, for goodness sake, for the love of your family, for the love of obeying rules and regulations, please do the right thing and do the needful.
Appreciate.
May God continue to bless our station, continue to bless our country with good leaders. Our PBC is on our hands. Let's all do the right thing. Tinubu did the right thing and fight corruption. And then Obara and Wute, I hope he's not going to sign any quiet deal with him.
Okay.
God bless you. God bless you again and again. Thank you so much, my brother.
Yes, Saminu, thank you, my brother. Right, Saminu right there. Ooh, some great stuff he said right there. But let's see how we can take some very, very salient early morning roster messages that have just landed right now. I see an eagle here. I'm talking about Dan from Kurudu. Dan, let's take a listen.
Good morning, Yudi.
Yeah. Good morning to you,
Yusuf.
Dan.
Dan from Kurudu.
Awesome.
You see, the National Assembly is an institution that belongs to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. No senator went there because he voted for himself alone. They are there because the people elected them to be there and to represent the people. Which means every law they make, they must reflect the consciousness of the people, not in their own interest. Let them have that in mind. And Nigeria will continue to borrow to sustain the budget. It is laughable. Nigeria has no business in borrowing money. Look at the lifestyles of our politicians. Look at the priority of politicians. It does not reflect a country that is poor. We are not a poor nation. We just have leaders that are not looking inward. And I know one day we'll get it right. Thank you, and God bless you, Yusuf. And God bless Nigeria.
God bless the Eagles. God bless Nigeria. God bless you. Dan says we are not a poor country. In case you were saying Nigeria is poor. No, we are not poor. So we just have poor-minded leaders who, okay. Let's go to Triple D now.
Mr. Yudi, the man with a golden voice.
Good morning to you.
My name is Triple D, sending this voice message around Apo.
Awesome.
May our day be blessed.
Amen to
that. Senators reconvey amid protest for electoral reform. Hey, Yudi, we are getting it right.
Right.
So if not because Nigeria protest, they won't reconvey, meaning they know what they are doing. Yudi, the reason why we don't have light, why we don't have good road, why we don't have good hospital, why we don't have steady electricity is as a result of wrong leader that electoral system brought them into power. We'll get it right. Good morning. Salasi, good morning, and I greet you.
All right, we'll get it right. So now he calls Salasi and just speaking about the angel. Salasi's here.
Good morning to Ubong Udok Daniel, the man with the golden voice. My name is Salasi, sending this voice out right now from Central Area.
Awesome.
Yesterday, I was listening to one popular radio in Hausa,
yes.
and I don't want to call their name, not to advertise them here.
Yes.
In fact, the CEO of that radio station was in kind of complaining about the insecurity, most especially that has been going in Kaduna, Benue, and other part of the country. Look at the killing again in Jos and other part of the country. In fact, the man broke into tears. He started crying because he was so pained. Most of the villages now have been ransacked by these terrorists. And Diki Itodo, we are approaching rainy season. Go to Gwagwalada, go to Maraba, go to Suleja, other part. Most of the population from the villages have moved to this town because of the insecurity. They can't stay for their ancestral home anymore. So the government must put their hands together to see that they stop this incessant killing that has been going on unabated, to see that they protect the life and the property of their citizens. And I want to still commend the government for meeting the needs of ASU. I think now they are confirming that yes, they have started getting the allowances and the salary increment. So I want to say kudos to government. Wherever they do well, we applaud them. Whenever they do wrong, we applaud them. We talk against it. That is it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. I was just waiting to hear a confirmation. I was thinking to myself that we will be asking, our prof, Professor Kamal Bello, about that, whether the disbursements are indeed true. But now, Selassie, you mentioned that it's already getting into the account, so we will not be hearing a lot of strike no more. And it shows a responsible government that hearkens to the needs and the cries of the people, especially within the education sector. That feels good. That feels really good. All right, now let's go to BB.
Hello.
Hello, BB.
My name's Dick.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is BB Bless from Otako.
Awesome.
I greet a man of microphone. I greet Salas. I greet everybody. I call them my family, my daddy.
Yeah.
But I greet you so much because I want to ask you one question. What will be our right for our Senate, for our president? What will be our right where we say when we voice out, they will listen for us. Now, what we are begging our government, our politician, where they bring say we cannot, where they want to shut our mouth up. We say our vote must start. We say this 2027, when we vote, count our vote for there and announce the winner for the polling unit. Another person cut you, announce the winner for the polling unit. Then they now join them together. Our voice can be here. But whereby INEC, you know what do the needful. House of Assembly, they know what to listen for us. It could be the labor when they say now they got the Nigeria, they know what to listen for us. Who call the rule us now? Is it the only president and we House of Assembly now they rule us now? If they want Nigeria better today, now our voice must be here. Nigeria will better. Now you to just start up now. You go even see Peter for life. That boy no dey sleep. Morning till night our vote must scatter. They must transform our vote. So now we take be the thing. They no want do it because now there they eat. Now there they see people blood to share. That's why they know what to do. Our vote cannot act. What to be our right now? What I want ask you, be blessed from Otako. What ask you be that? What to be our right? If this politician know what our vote to become.
All right, BB, you overshot the time. Let's just go to this one here. Okay.
From Niger State.
All right.
Greetings to all of you. Good morning to everybody.
Appreciate.
Mr. President, telling the governor about the insecurity. You see, this notions or this condemning only on the incident that happened can never and never bring a solution to this insecurity. The best way and what can bring solution to this insecurity is seeing the people who are killing Nigeria as an enemy. I keep on saying this. I think it as a song that you cannot see your friend and have the morale and the mind to attack your friend. It will never happen. But when you see an enemy, what you thinking that will always come into you is to defend yourself, because if you can't defend yourself, the enemy did not come to scare you. Neither did the enemy come to clap for you. The enemy come to do what? To destroy you. On the first lady telling President American on intervening in Nigerian security, honestly, is it not a shameful thing for us that we, the giant of Africa, who go to other countries and keep this, cannot keep peace at our own home? Good morning.
Okay, Blessed Sonny has asked a question. So I'm going to this one. Thank you, Blessed Sonny, though. Some strong questions. Very, very apt. Anna from Guagua is saying, good morning, Udwaka. Good morning to you too, Anna. Please, if drugs are not safe for us anymore, we should go back to local herbs, unripe pawpaw and leaves, mango back leaves, and dogonyaro leaves, unripe pineapple, cook and drink for malaria. Is better than taking fake drugs that will damage our organs, please. That's what Anna is saying. I'm sure she's coming from a place of pain right now. I don't get it. Like, if all of this is not working for us, let us just go back to our traditional herbal way of treating ourselves, because this is just so sad. You'll pay monies to buy these drugs, these medicines. But anyways, I can't go any further. I want to say a big thank you to you, though. Time is not my friend in this hour. And... Well, I'll make a comeback at the 9 o'clock.